wasn't coming out this time. So I did what anyone else, feeling worthless, and at the end of all hope would do. Mother, forgive me. Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I am so stupid late. And so are you. What am I crunching?
Nothing.
What are these? Pets?
You don't want to know.
Say no more.
What is this? A Bible?
It belongs to a friend of mine.
Your friend's name is Dennis.
Dennis. Yes, his name is Dennis.
All these say Dennis. This one has it in 5 different colors of marker, 60 or 70 times. Are you in love with your friend?
No. I'm Dennis.
You seem a little crazy to have a Bible, Dennis.
I am a little crazy to have a Bible. Seems to be how it works.
How does it work?
You don't want to know.
Say no more. What are you doing?
These are no good anymore. I stepped on them. Do you want me to buy you some more? I mean, come on. What are pets? $2?
No, I'm fine.
I'd better go.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Dennis.
Hopefully next time it won't be because I'm an idiot.
That one moment began to change CJ's mind that someone was looking out for her, and that not all Christians were put on this earth to ignore her existence. But it all became something real during the last day on earth. Are you Captain Jensen?
I go by CJ.
I don't mean to get personal, but I've been praying for you.
But how can you get personal if I don't know your name?
Amanda.
Catherine.
CJ had waited her whole life for someone to get personal. She was ready for Jesus to fill that hole. She simply needed to believe that Jesus could care about someone strange.
Dennis Whitaker.
That's right.
Is a Christian?
As hard as that is to believe.
He's as weird as I am.
More so, actually.
But then, maybe God did send him.
What?
Amanda, I'm strange, and I need something real. How can Jesus become real to someone like me?
Dennis felt the same way, CJ, and he refused to respond until he knew that Jesus was calling his name. He went with Adam Montenegro to youth group 14 times before he believed it.
It took 14 times.
He said that evening he asked Jesus as desperately as he could to prove that Dennis Whitaker was worth something to him. Jesus met him so intimately at that altar, the boy didn't stop crying all night.
At 14 minutes to 11 this morning, Amanda introduced me to Jesus Christ. Just in time. Thank you, Dennis Whitaker, for being the right person, even though you didn't know any better. And thank you, Adam Montenegro, for taking Dennis the 14th time.
But how can I be given any credit for that? I practically did everything I could to keep it from happening.
What the enemy intends for evil, I will use for good. Yes, Adam, you made some wrong turns. But even in the few moments you and Dennis followed my voice, the wheels of CJ's salvation went into motion. And in this, I rejoice.
The last thing I thought I'd see when my life flashed before my eyes was that I had made a small difference.
You made all the difference in the world.
As much joy as I felt in that moment, I couldn't help but wonder,
It was so effortless.
what if I had actually made some effort? How much more of a difference could I have made?
But there was another I had great plans for that I was unable to use.
But I thought you could use anyone, Lord.
Only if that anyone chooses to allow me to use them for my purposes.
There was someone you had a big plan for that did not follow your heart?
Sadly, there were millions, but one who encountered you.
Me, Lord? Kendall Franklin?
He had a soft heart. There were many who tended to be changed by his words and his example.
A soft heart, but Lord, he did everything he could to keep me from you.
Did he? Or did he do everything he could to see if I was real enough in your life to stand up to me?
I don't mean to insult you or what you believe, but I don't think this whole Jesus is going to get you very far in life.
But he did not say himself. He said Jesus wasn't going to get me anywhere in life. Me, Adam, not him.
That's not going to get you anywhere in life. Hey, you should come to Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Yeah, I see my uncle heads up the sports program at UConn. I could put in a good word. He can hook you up with a job, could turn into a career.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, see, I don't have any friends up there. And it's obvious that you've got some character. As misguided as it is, it can be an effective way to make some money.
But I just wanted a prosperous life.
Enough to forget about why you took Kendall to church that night?
Well, I thought I could talk to him later.
Did you talk to him later?
I didn't, but I might have a UConn.
Except that there was no UConn.
What?
There was no uncle heading up the sports program. There was no house in Connecticut. There was no job. There was, instead, a hurting young man with a tender heart who had been rejected by everyone in his life he was unable to buy. Sometimes he bought them with money, and sometimes he bought them with lies and promises. All of the while looking for the one individual who would call his bluff and love him without all those things.
Well, I took him to church.
It took Dennis 14 times.
He knew what I believed.
But did you love him?
So this is no fault of his own?
Of course, no one is without blame. Hundreds were given the opportunity to reach Kendall and failed. You were merely one of them, but you were the closest. He was your soul in the balance.
How was I supposed to know?
You were supposed to know. You were supposed to obey.
I'm sorry, Lord. I'm so sorry.
Arise. There are no tears in heaven. You were forgiven, and you have touched many lives. In this, I rejoice.
But how have I touched many lives? I've fallen short so often.
Each of my creations touches so many other lives. Every life you touch, you will either draw them to me or push them away. Many times you did what was right.